La Via degli Dei, or the Path of God, it's a hiking walk connecting the cities of Bologna and Florence across the Tosco-Emilian Apennine. It's about 130 kilometers long. Start from Piazza Maggiore Bologna, next to Neptune Fountain, to Piazza della Signoria in Florence. A little bit of history. This path was used in the Middle Ages for connecting the two cities, and before that was used by the Romans 2000 years ago. The name Path of God probably comes from the hills you will come across along the way. Itinerary. The standard way is 5 legs in 5 days, but many people recommended doing in 6 days. We made it in 6 days, which is about 25 kilometers per day. Don't forget it, this hike has a differences in height of 3.7 kilometers, which is not easy for those without training. Let's talk about the prices of the Path of God. The cost for this type of walk are entirely up to you, according to your financial budget. The average is from €200 up to €400. All depends on how many days you aim to do the hike and what type of accommodation you will get. Accommodation, hostel and a hotel or whatever you like. The Path of God is well known, so you won't have any problem to find an accommodation along the way. You can find an affordable hostel or a charming hotel. There are many choices. Will be pretty easy to find something. Just check in booking.com or Airbnb to figure it out what you want. Food, don't worry about it. The Path of God, it's in Italy, so you're gonna have a loads of food, and there are restaurants, there are bars. There are anything you want. Just maybe get like a snack, some fruit for the day trip. But if you run out, you will find something. Don't worry. Some advice. Do not load too much. The journey takes less than a week. So a medium-sized backpack with only the necessary. You are not climbing the Everest. Any extra weight will be on your shoulder. So think about. Walking stick and medical kit would help. Acqua. Don't worry too much about water, there are many fountains along the way. Download an offline map, although the path is very well signposted. But let's get through the Path of God day by day. First leg.
E si parte proprio da qui, dalla fontana di Nettuno, Bologna.
We divided the stages according to our liking and our athletic ability, although most people use it our way. 4 kilometers under the longest portico of the world, all uphill to reach the sanctuary of Madonna di San Luca.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say.
From here we leave the city to descend to Casaleggio. Then for about 15 kilometers the road is flat and not particularly interesting.
It's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here.
After the flat part, the path is going back up again for about 6-7 kilometers.
And I say, it's alright.
We stopped just before the Monte Adone in an Airbnb called Sulla Via degli Dei, friendly and cozy. In this leg we made 24.6 kilometers in 5 hours and 48 minutes with a vertical drop of 783 meters. Good night. Second leg. Second legs start with one of the most iconic spots, Monte Adone. From here you can enjoy one of the best views of the Path of God. The descent from Monte Adone is steep, and for several kilometers you will walk on the main road. Watch out at the cars. We stopped for a quick break in Monzuno before arriving in Madonna dei Fornelli.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
We stay here for the night. In these legs we made 24.6 kilometers in 6 hours and 26 minutes, with a vertical drop of 1070 meters. Third leg.
Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
The third day we left from Madonna dei Fornelli with a challenging climb, and then we took the Roman road, where we crossed over from Emilia-Romagna to Tuscany.
The smiles return into the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun.
Arrived at the German cemetery, but now close to concluding our third leg, we took another break. We stay at the camping Il Sergente in Monte di Fos. Today we made 18.7 kilometers in 5 hours and 2 minutes, with a vertical drop of 700 meters. Another day is gone. Fourth leg. Today we start with a slight climb will lead us to a long flat descent. After a quick break at the Osteria Bruciata, we approach Santa Agata, where we stopped for a delicious lunch. The last stretch is flat and lead us to San Piero a Sieve, where we stopped for the night at the Airbnb Via degli Dei da Giulia.
Siamo arrivati a San Piero a Sieve!
In this leg we made 23.4 kilometers in 5 hours and 53 minutes, with a vertical drop of 565 meters. See you tomorrow. Fifth leg. We left San Piero a Sieve early in the morning for our penultimate leg.
Va bene, andiamo via.
After a long climb, we reached the top of the hill. And the view from here is pretty amazing. We heading down again and then uphill for the last peak of the day.
Welcome to the jungle.
After a quick break at the sanctuary, we faced the last stretch lead us to Olmo, where we stopped at the Hotel Dino. In this leg we made 20.9 kilometers in 4 hours and 59 minutes, with a vertical drop of 928 meters. And the last leg. After leaving the hotel we went up for about 200 meters to get back to the path leads to Florence.
Someone told me long ago.
We had a lunch break in Fiesole. From here we could spot our final destination.
When it's over, so let's say it'll rain a sunny day.
Get back to a crowded city wasn't easy, but the satisfaction of reaching the end was priceless. In this leg we made 17.8 kilometers in 4 hours and 11 minutes with a vertical drop of 320 meters. And this was my way of approaching the path of God. I actually haven't discovered anything. I just made my own research and checked it out the official website. A special thanks to Seba who has guided us through the path of God, and also to all the people I met along the way. It was a super cool experience. See you soon! Ciao!